All right, real quick tutorial. Of course, you got the inlet from the water tank into the pump. It goes out the pump, goes through this check valve. Water cannot go backwards through there. You got pressure gauges there. You're connected to your pressure switch and your pressure tank. If you ever want to shut off water to everything, this is your master shut-off valve. So if you turn this off, and off is perpendicular or 90 degree to the direction of the pipe, you shut that off and you can do anything downstream. The pump is going to stay keeping this pressure in here. We've got pressure here, but that water can't go anywhere past here. So hose bibs, houses, everything's off. Softeners, everything. Then you don't have to worry about doing these. If you need to isolate your house or the guest house, you still have those valves there. I would never worry about this now because that used to be the master shutoff, where now we have this one here. The next thing is we've got this AIO. This is the stinky water machine. Takes out iron, sulfur, manganese, hydrogen sulfide, iron bacteria, sulfur bacteria. There's a box or a bag right here, instructions. You don't ever really need to know anything about that, but it talks about all the arsenic and the metals and everything it takes out of here. This is your water softener. I put what they are on this drain line. This is a drain for the AIO, installed in October 2025. AIO stands for Air Injection Oxidation. This is your 64,000 grain water softener. This is the drain. Those two drains connect to each other and go outside to a gravel bed. I've got some gravel. I dug down about a 12 inch by 12 inch by 12 inch, and that just opens up about 2 inches below the surface there into those rocks. So it will fill up and hopefully percolate into the ground, but you might see water coming out here, and that's normal when it drains. This is going to go off on its own every 10th day, or when you use about 2,000 gallons of water. Let's see what I have. If I press the next button, it's just a revolving window. So that shows my phone number. This shows the time of day. Press next again. It shows 1,600 gallons capacity. I'm sorry, I said 2,000, but it's 1,600 gallons of water. Either when that counter gets down to 0 or 10 days, one of the two is going to happen, and it's going to regenerate. It's going to suck up salt saturated water. You're usually going to see some water in here. This is 2 bags. That's 80 pounds. You can see that's almost halfway full. Don't ever fill it up higher than that. If you do, it's not the end of the world, but you might need me to do a service call and you get salt bridging. Anyway, just only do like a bag a month. It's going to use a bag a month, about 36 pounds. Press next again. It tells you it's going to regenerate in 9 days. I'm actually going to have it regenerate today just to wash it out really good. And then this is really cool. If you think, hey, do I have a water leak? You can put it to right here, and it shows 0.0 gallons. So 0 whole gallons and 0.1 of a gallon flowing through it right now. If you have a toilet flapper that's stuck open or something, you suspect you have a hose bib leaking, something, even in the ground where you can't see, go to here, and this is going to show you anything that's soft water. And that's everything now except for that hose bib that's right here that says you can shut this off. So if you got like freeze coming up, you could shut that off and then open the hose bib down there and just leave it open. But that goes out here, goes down into the ground. It's not what's in that box. It keeps going through this trench I dug. It's about 4 inches deep, 5 inches deep, and then put the pipe in there and I covered it back up. And then this is the ground box. So this is the one you're going to water your plants with. This is the only hard water hose bib now. You got, this is on the soft water side, so only use that for stuff that's not watering plants. It's really cool for washing your cars or glass stuff because it's soft water, but you have that in your house too. Anyway, moving back to here, your bypass valves. Well, sorry, squirrel. Okay, going back to here, press next again. It's just a revolving screen, see? So I like to leave it on here. You can put it on whatever, but I like to see if water is flowing and to catch any leak before the well just keeps running and running. Or if people are on city water, then maybe before they get a huge bill from the city. Okay, the AIO, you don't have to do anything on this. There's no salt or anything. Once a year I have to go in here and replace this part in here that creates the disinfectant. So this is an ozone generator. That's a disinfectant. It's like 3 times as powerful as bleach for taking care of your water, but then you don't have, like if you have bleach or chlorine, then you got to do a carbon filter and pull it back out. Ozone, you don't have to do that. It just disinfects it. And it doesn't leave anything in the water. So, if you press next on here, it just shows you 1,000 gallons remaining is going to regenerate in 2 days. This is the same thing. If you use 1,000 gallons, then it regenerates. And it will not do it right that second. It does it at 12 in the morning. This one regenerates at 2 in the morning. This will take about 45 minutes or about an hour to do its whole regeneration cycle. And most of it's not flowing water. 40 minutes of it is like putting air into here. And that's how it oxidizes the iron, the sulfur, the hydrogen sulfide, and gets it out of your water system so that it doesn't smell, and helps your water softener last longer because you're getting rid of the iron. Iron can negatively affect the production of the water softener, or its effectiveness, I should say. So this one also gives you a flow rate. So press next again, time of day, 1,000 gallons. See, nothing happens. It just keeps revolving around. You can't mess it up. Don't worry about any of these other buttons, but let's say time goes out. Well, the only reason it matters is because we want it to regenerate truly at 12 in the morning. So if the power goes out for a while and you come in here, check the time by pressing that next button on both of them and see if, and get it to the time and see if the time is accurate. So 118, that's 117, that's close enough. But if I wanted to change it so that it truly regenerates at 12 in the morning, not 12 in the afternoon or 1 in the afternoon because the power was off for 11 hours or 13 hours or whatever, hold the clock button till it's flashing up. Changes the hour. You can press clock or next, either one. Minutes, up or down. Press the clock or next, either one. And that's it. You do the same thing on here. Hold the clock button, it's flashing. Press up or down. I'll do the reverse of what I did in the last picture. Press the clock, it goes to the next one. Up or down. Press next, you're done. So that's all that there is to that. You don't need to worry about any of these other buttons for programming. If I'm going to do this to regenerate it right now, I could do the same thing here to regenerate it right now or to have it regenerate tonight. If you ever see regen today like this, watch. Press that. See how it says regen today? That means tonight it's going to regenerate. I'm going to press it again to make that go away. But normally you'll only see that if the program says, hey, I want to regen today. But I'm going to do that before I leave, but that's what that looks like. And then here's your bypass valve. If you ever want to bypass all this, you can see the water's coming this way. It stops. It can't go here because it's crossed off. It will continue going this way, but if you don't shut this off, that's not going to happen. So here's what you do. They're all this way or they're all that way. It's either or. So if I turn this off, I turn this off, I open this up. Now the water's going like this. Can't go that way, it stopped. It can go this way, can't go that way. So it just keeps going on to the house and everything. So this is a bypass valve. You're always going to have these facing the same direction. But in this case, we're going to stop it from bypassing and let it keep going this way. And then it's going to come back through here. Now, right now I have these in the bypass position, but these are normally going to be facing this way and facing that way. You can kind of see like this an arrow with feather tails. So this will face this way and this is facing that way, showing you that that's the input and the output. So it comes in here to the ozone first, out the ozone or AIO, into the water softener, out to that. I just haven't bled the air out of it and regenerated it yet. I'm going to do that next, but those are always going to be facing this way or that way. If you ever need to service any of these, it's going to be me doing it anyway, so you don't have to worry about any of this. But, yep, that's that.